Sarah, thank you for your time. Chance for us to come in front of you to present the modernization phone system that we believe will put us into the next generation of technology and also allow us to have a paradigm shift in the way that we do business today. Our current description and problem within our organization is that we have older technology and it desperately needs an upgrade. The needs of the business are aligned to earn us the right to continue to compete in this long-term care marketplace. It's a growing field, and we need to ensure that we are positioned in the right place at the right time to take advantage of the opportunities that come in front of us with the silver tsunami that is now upon us. The current state is preventing our organization from innovating and accelerating the emerging technologies, which we'll talk about in later slides. The solution that we have recommended is moving our aging technology to a cloud-based solution powered by Allworks. This will automate our installation process and cut time for service and installation by 60%. It additionally will move us from a capital expenditure to an operational expenditure, reducing our cost for the same services we're using today by over 25% month over month. We can also build a conduit for onboarding and supporting our emerging technologies that will help us to continue to find revenue streams and pay for the investments, additionally allowing us to earn profits by becoming a technology enablement company for our residents. As we move into this project, certainly we need to ensure that we include all the team members across the company. There are different factions within our company. There are certain ones that believe that we should continue the way that we're doing things. Things are working well. We are, again, the third largest in this industry. So we must be doing something right. But the reality is the culture is changing. The foundation is changing right up under us. And so we want to ensure that everyone has a voice. We want to have one, maximum two team members, especially from sales, marketing, HR, and operations to join our IT steering committee to form a center of excellence. We'll have weekly cadence, 1 hour each day for Wednesday and Friday. And that'll be a chance for us to have open, honest, and candid discussions on the project goals and deliverables, and mostly to get a climate understanding and just really check the temperature and see how we're performing. And if we're meeting the needs of all the business units, and if we're not, we want to make the adjustments as quickly as possible. Timeline would be 4 years, about 38 months for us to get started. We have 4 project coordinators that will be dispersed across the 12 zones that we have. You notice that we have 13 zones that we've aligned here. The 13th zone will be what we know as our reactive zone. So that will be anywhere across the country where a system is failing and we need to take action and be able to replace that as quickly as possible. The other 12 will be proactive. There are 105 days that we anticipate from the day that we take a questionnaire and determine if a phone system is needed for the upgrade and which will be the most critical. And from that point, we'll then move into the project and deliver these at about 20 sites per month. As you start to look at the way that we'll attack this, our roadmap is going to, we've hired product plan. This is the roadmap that we'll use. What we've identified is that we're going to take advantage of the largest savings first. So we're going to have a 6-month ramp to be able to build up the data points from our project coordinators. And what they'll be able to determine is where can we save the most money as soon as possible and maximize our return on our investment as quickly as possible. The rule of 78 is always critical, and that rule simply states that we want to be able to identify revenue early in our fiscal year because it allows us to go month over month. And as you build that across those 12 months, you divide that by 78, and that's really your impactful cost analysis. What we expect is for 4 resources at $60,000 per year will be a total of $240,000. Our hardware, software, license, and costs are also included here at $168,000. Our total all-in investment is $1.7 million. It is good to note that the monthly recurring cost per location will include the vendor project management, training, travel, and expenses. As we get into the cost versus investment versus building a profit, this slide is quite busy, and we do have details as we run this across all 850 locations. But this is a snapshot of a way for us to be able to build technology and offer it as a trusted advisor to our residents, because we are a proven brand to them. And more importantly, we know that they're a buying consumer. We know what they consume, why they consume it. And now we can deliver those services at a lower cost for residents who traditionally have a fixed income. It will allow us to take advantage of, one, being able to utilize our existing next generation services that we'll have in place if we are approved for this project. And what it can then do for the consumer, the resident, is it'll save the money. So it is a win-win for both sides. We'll be able to win by reducing our costs, but also being able to offer different and additional lines of revenue for our consumer, the residents. And for them, they'll be able to save money at a clip of about 40% cost savings. To conclude, we can successfully transition our traditional cost center into a profit center. Our profits can be invested into the community's emerging technologies to support innovation, security, and accelerate our growth. We can also leverage the timing. Our existing technology is failing, and we have to move. So moving to the next generation is not cost prohibitive at this point. It actually saves us money. Additionally, we can reduce our onboarding time for launching new products. We'll also be able to get into a place where we can use new products to generate even additional lines of revenue. Radio frequency and wearable technologies are just a few examples. If grandma or grandpa are taking 7 steps, that now is an indicator that potentially could be injured or depressed. That allows us to find lines of revenue in healthcare services or psychological services. This strategy also catapults us into the brand that residents and their families choose first in long-term senior care. Look forward to your decision, and thank you for your time.